Hey, this is how a virgin abandoned cart sequence looks like. It relies on discounts and thins your margin. It just sends one type of generic email to every single type of cart abandoner. And of course, the performance it gives you is bare minimum. And this is how a chat abandoned cart sequence looks like. It delays discounts and converts leads without incentives. It sends personalized email to every single type of cart abandoner. And it converts 15 to 30% additional carts than your normal abandoned cart sequence. I'm gonna show you how to build this right now. All right, keeping all the drama aside, after working with about 50 plus e-commerce brands in the last 12 months and creating thousands and thousands of emails for all of our clients, I can confidently say that I have finally about time found the perfect abandoned cart sequence strategy that you can apply to your brand, and it's going to outconvert your existing one guaranteed. First, I will show you the full strategy that's going to convert 15 to 30% additional carts. Then I will give you templates and email examples that you can plug and play into your brand. Then I'm going to build both flows in Klaviyo right in front of you. And if that was not enough, I will create and design an abandoned cart email right in front of you. And I'm going to upload that bad boy into Klaviyo right in front of you as well. All right, I've been yapping for a long time, so let's now just get into it. All right, so in this video, we're going to be covering three main things. The first is going to be the strategy that converts about 10 to 30% additional carts for all of our clients. Then I'm going to give you some email templates that you can plug and play into your abandoned cart flow, which is super simple and it's going to save you a lot of time. And thirdly, we're going to be building out this flow within Klaviyo itself. All right, so before we start, let me actually tell you the difference between abandoned cart and abandoned checkout flow, because a lot of people mix them up, but in reality, they're really different. So let me explain what they do. All right, to show you the difference between these two, let me go to Nike store. And as you can see here, I've selected this one shoe that I like, right? So I'm just going to pick up any size. And now if I click on add to bag right here, and it's going to add my item to my cart, as you can see. Now, if I just exit out of Nike's website right now, I'm going to be put into their abandoned cart sequence, given that I'm subscribed to their email list. Now, this is what's going to trigger abandoned cart, but what about abandoned checkout? So the way abandoned checkout gets triggered, and I'm going to get put into the flow, is if I click on add to bag, and then afterwards I click on this checkout button right here. So I'm going to go to this checkout page, and as you can see, the link has now changed. It went from nike.com/cart to nike.com/checkout, right? And if I abandon it right here, this is where abandoned checkout is going to get triggered. So basically, the difference between these two is that abandoned checkout is the last part of the customer journey. Abandoned cart is one step before that, which makes abandoned checkout a higher intent flow than abandoned cart. All right, so now that we know the difference between these two, let's actually talk about the reason for why people would be abandoning your cart. This is super important to understand. This is what data has told us. And if we can just make our emails that tackle these objections, we can actually effectively increase our abandoned cart recovery rate, right? So these are the five main reasons, right? The first is environmental distraction. So people, their family might be calling them, their wife might be calling them, or something like that, right? Somebody's about to complete the checkout, but their baby starts crying or something, right? Second is shipping times or prices. This is a big one. Third is complicated checkout process. So basically, if your checkout process requires a lot of information that basically is not needed or not necessary, it's actually going to be resulting in a higher abandoned cart rate. Fourth is price comparison. Now, this is a very important objection, because a lot of times what's going to happen is people will click on add to cart, and then they'll go to your competitor's website to see what prices they are offering. And if your product price is higher than the market's average, then you need to tell people about that in abandoned cart flow itself, and you need to actually give them a reason for why you're offering this product price, right? Maybe the ingredients you use are higher quality, maybe the material you use is higher quality, maybe the way you source your products is higher quality. You need to give them a reason for why you're charging them extra, and they should know that they're paying for something valuable. Otherwise, people are just going to abandon your carts and not come back because they're getting a better price somewhere else. And the last one is lack of trust, which can be easily tackled with some testimonials and reviews. Now, the best way to convert up to 10 to 30% additional carts is by crushing these objections that I've shown you and personalizing your message, which is super important. So let me actually show you what we mean by customizing the abandoned cart experience. So if you see this diagram right here, whenever a user abandons their cart or checkout, they get put into three different categories, okay? The first category is people with higher average order value in their cart. The second are with best sellers in their cart. And third are with low average order value and non-best sellers in their cart. And as you can see, we're treating these people differently. We're gonna be sending discounts plus free shipping to people who have higher average order value cart, because it makes sense, right? They're spending more with us, so we can afford to give them a discount. Then people who have best sellers in their cart, we're going to be sending them best personalized emails for their best sellers. And thirdly, people with products other than these two are going to get sold using copy and urgency, and you might not want to give them a discount because they're not spending enough money with you, right? Now, this is the number one way of converting more abandoned carts into customers, right? The more personalized and tailored experience you provide to your customers, the better they will convert, right? And using generic abandoned cart will also work, but if you use something like this, it's going to explode your conversion rate. Because you're going to be treating every single person differently. So let me actually show you what other people do and what we are telling you to build. Okay, so this right here is a basic abandoned cart flow, and as you can see, user abandons their checkout, they get a reminder, they get a discount, and then you just remind them of the discount and provide some urgency, which is, again, this is fine. But if you really want to hit the nail and you really want to make a lot of money with your abandoned cart, and you want to make sure that you don't leave a single drop of revenue, you need to build this out. So this right here is a high converting abandoned cart flow. As you can see, user is abandoning their cart, and then they're getting thrown into 3 different categories. Let me actually show it to you while zooming it in. So there are 3 different categories: high value cart, then there's the best sellers, and then there's people with low average order value, right? Now the people who have high value cart, we're reminding them first. Then we're sending them a Trojan horse free shipping. This is basically by offering them free shipping when in reality they already qualify for it. So you're not offering them something extra. I'm gonna explain how to do this later. This right here, and then after that you're giving them an extra incentive other than the free shipping. So basically they were already qualified for free shipping, so you weren't giving them something extra. Now maybe you're giving them 5% off, right? And then we're showcasing our unique selling propositions and giving them some urgency. And then at the end, we're giving them a final urgency that all of this cool stuff is expiring really soon. So now people who are in the best sellers category, they're going to be treated differently. So we're going to be sending them the best performing campaign for that specific best sellers. All right, so let's say you're a skincare brand and you're selling a cleanser, right? Now, basically this cleanser is your best seller. Now, what you want to do is whenever you send out a campaign for this specific cleanser that performed the best in your list, you want to put that same campaign in your flow. And what this does is, since you already know that this campaign performed really well in front of your audience, you already know that this campaign is going to perform really well even if you put it in your flow, which is basically the same target market that you were selling to. So this is the first thing you can do. Then after that, you can showcase your unique selling propositions for that specific bestseller, and then we can have a low on stock alert for that specific bestseller, and then of course we can offer them an incentive. This is optional, and then we can give them a final urgency. So all of this is tailored to that one specific bestseller that they left in their cart. And then people with low average order value, we're basically sending them a reminder first, basically just letting them know, hey, you left something in your cart. And then we're showcasing our brand USP, why our brand is different to all the other brands in the category. And then after that, we're expiring the cart. We're basically telling them that, hey, your cart is about to expire. And then we can give them an incentive if you want to, if you have enough margins. But if you don't want to, it's fine. We can just keep the incentives for all the people with higher average order value. And then lastly, we can just give them a final urgency that their cart is expiring or their incentive is expiring. And if you look at this flow right here, you can see the difference between these two and why this one would make a lot of money. But let me still show you some numbers that show why we need such detailed abandoned cart flows, right? All right, so basically the first thing is it's going to increase the conversion rate. According to Brilliance, personalized abandoned cart emails have average conversion rate of 18.64% compared to just 4.43% for generic abandoned cart emails. And then secondly, it's going to be leading to higher average order value because Sales Cycle reported that personalized abandoned cart emails can increase the average order value by up to 20%. Thirdly, relevance and engagement. So Smarter Issue found that 72% of consumers only engage with marketing messages that are customized to their interests. So this is not specific to abandoned cart, but in general, this shows why personalization is such a key with email marketing. And customer retention and loyalty. So personalization basically helps in building customer loyalty and retention. Epsilon found that 80% of consumers are more likely to make a purchase when brands offer personalized experiences. So again, personalization is the key. This is the most important thing you can do when it comes to creating flows. And that is why, you know, how a basic flow strategy like this is always going to perform well, of course, because this is very generic. You're just giving them a discount and, you know, reminder and everything. But if you really want to put your abandoned cart on steroids, you need to build something like this. And again, I'm going to show you how to build all of this. So let me actually show you the types of emails you need in these flow, because now we already know the strategy. So now I want to just show you the types of emails. I want to show you the email templates that you can use. And then I want to show you the examples of these emails. And then afterwards, we're going to be building out this flow within Klaviyo itself. All right, so the first email is the reminder email. Now, this will always be the first email you send, except for when talking to bestseller abandoners, okay? The whole point of this email is to just give people a minor nudge and remind them the items that they left behind, right? You will notice that a huge chunk of cart abandoners just got distracted and they forgot about completing their order. Like, they didn't even need a discount, right? They were super down to make a purchase with you, but then just something came up in their life and they had to forget about you for a while. So this is a pretty good structure for reminder email that we have been using for all of our clients. It just works super well. Please just use this. Don't reinvent the wheel. This is what's converting well right now. So as you can can see, this right here is the headline. You left something behind. Of course, you can change it, but this is just an example. And then right after that, we're showing them what they have in their cart. Again, this is super important. You need to tell people, you need to show people exactly what they had in their cart by using dynamic blocks. And then after that, we have 1 to 3 lines of copy as just a reminder of their cart. We can tell them that, hey, your cart will expire soon, or that you left these products but other people are also looking at these products and everything. And then after that, we have a call to action right here. And then at the end, we have another headline that says, why trust brand name? And you just give 2 or 3 features about your brand that is different to all the other competitors. So this is gonna crush one of those objections that we talked about before. So here are a few examples. As you can see, this is on the same formula, a headline that says still thinking it over, then a small copy here, and then a call to action, and then the dynamic block right here. And then after that, what makes us different, and then they're just showcasing 3 of their best selling propositions. And then they're just showing you 3 of their unique selling propositions right here. Similar with this brand Black Diamond, they're basically using a kind of similar reminder email, but with a different structure. So as you can see, this right here is a headline that says get your gear before it's gone, and then a small copy line here, and then this right here is a call to action and a dynamic block right here. So again, very simple reminder emails, but you need to keep these emails simple because the whole point of them is to get people to click on your email so they go back to their cart. Okay, that's all you need to do. All right, so the second email is a product/brand feature email. So if you don't want to offer incentives, right, if you don't want to give people discounts for whatever reason, this is a very good email that you can use or utilize within your abandoned cart flow to get people to buy from you without offering them discount. Of course, the conversion rate on something that where you offer an incentive is going to be higher than all of these other emails, right? Because you're actually offering them a discount. But sometimes you can't actually do that, right? Some brands cannot afford to do that. So for them, this is a very good email. I'm going to show you an example of this again, but this is a good way of trying to get people to convert without offering any sort of discount or incentive. Ideally, incentives work really well with cart banners because, you know, they have a higher intent, so you can offer them a discount. But if you cannot afford it, sending an email with logical reasoning and persuasion is the second best thing to convert them. Okay, so this right here is a really good structure that we use for our clients who don't want to offer discounts. This right here is a headline that says why you love us. Then this right here is the benefit of the products plus why the brand or slash product is different, depending on if you have a one product store or if you have like one hero product, or maybe you have like a big brand with like a bunch of products in there. In that case, you can just tell why your brand is different. And then right here is a call to action, and then after that you can just show them the card if you need to. For some brands we actually don't do that here, which is totally fine. If you have a one product store or if you're segmenting people by products in their cart, then you can also do this. All right, so this right here is a good example by Quip. They're utilizing this email in their cart abandonment flow, and as you can see, you know, brush up on 3 reasons to get Quip, which is similar to why you love us. And then this right here is the cart right here. They can see it, what they left behind. And then below that, this right here is the 3 reasons for why you need to pick Quip, basically, right? They're just selling themselves right here. And then after that, they're also giving them some product recommendations based on their interest, which is something you can do with your abandoned cart flow as well. We don't really like doing it because we haven't seen it convert really well. But as long as you're doing all of these 3 things right here, basically, you're telling them the reason for why they love you, you're showing them the cart, and then after that, you're just giving them 3 reasons for why you're different than all the other people in the market. You're actually going to start to see a lot of people will be converting with this as well, even without a discount. So you can just utilize an email like this if you need to. All right, so thirdly is the coupon email. Coupons have been shown to arguably be the best incentive, right? The only thing you need to keep in mind is to delay coupons later down the funnel, okay? So there's going to be people who actually can be converted even without using a coupon, right? They might not even need a coupon, they just forgot about the cart, right? For those people, make sure you don't give them a coupon if they were able to convert even without one, right? That's just thinning your margin. So you can convert people who are already ready to make a purchase without coupons. And that's why you need to keep this email very short and simple. So right here is the headline, take X% off. You can again change it to whatever you want. And then you just show them what they have in their cart. Then you give them mild urgency. You need to tell people that this coupon is not going to be here forever, right? You need to tell them that, otherwise they're not going to take action. And then right here, you're just offering them a call to action. And then this is pretty much it. So let me show you a few examples, right? So I have 2 examples for you right here. So this right here, as you can see, your card is glowing, enjoy 10% off, don't wait, others think so too. And then, they're just showcasing what they have in their card. And then right here is a call to action. Very simple email, okay? This is like super simple. I would not even put this right here. So you know how it says body, deodorant, face, sex? I wouldn't even put this here because the whole point of a abandoned cart is to get people to basically complete the purchase, right? That's all you need them to do. You don't need to offer them some other stuff when they're already abandoning one of your products. And then this right here is another one, and as you can see, leave something behind. Your all they glow is just a few clicks away. And then this right here is a dynamic block, and then you can click on shop now. And then this right here says check out now and get 20% off your order. If I were to make this email, one of the things I would do is I would take this discount code and I would put this somewhere up here, or maybe even use a header right here to give the discount code up there, because a lot of people are not going to scroll down in your email. You need to understand that, right? A lot of people are just going to see your hero section, so you need to give them the most important things of your email up there. So this is one of the things that I would change in this email. But other than that, as you can see, these emails are very simple, and you need to keep them simple as well. All right, so the next email is the urgency email. So urgency and scarcity work like wonder in cart abandonment flows, okay? So there are 2 ways you can go about it. Now, if you're offering a coupon, you can use urgency and tell people that their incentive is expiring soon, of course, right? But if you're not offering a coupon, you can just use urgency and scarcity by telling people that their cart will disappear, right? These are 2 ways of doing it. The first one is obviously better, but if you cannot afford to offer incentive, you can just go with the second one. So this right here is a pretty good example, a pretty good structure. So your incentive is about to expire, you show them their card, and you just take me back to my card. Very simple, but you need to keep it simple. Trust me, you just need to make the urgency do the selling, right? Do not come in between of the sale with all of your logical arguments when you're offering them something super good, which is an incentive itself. So you don't need to write a lot of copy in here if you know that your incentive is good, right? So this right here is an example. As you can see, time is almost up. Your last chance for 15% off, get my 15% off. And then this right here is what they had in their card. Super simple email, but I promise you this freaking converts like crazy. I'm 100% dead sure that this converts like crazy, because always simplicity sells. This right here is another email, and as you can see, don't let this get away. Your card plus 20% off expiring in, and then they also have a timer here, which is pretty cool actually. And then check out with 20% off. And then this right here is the card that they had, right? So again, very simple stuff, but you need to keep it simple, and you need to let your urgency and incentive do the selling rather than you copy, okay? So the next email is the low on stock alert. Now, this has been shown to work like wonder for our clients, okay? Especially when we're speaking to bestseller abandoners. So whenever we create an email for our bestsellers, we mostly use this strategy if the brand allows us to do this. But by making people actually believe that you're low on stock, you can get everyone who is on the fence to convert. Like, if money is not an issue for them, they will probably convert, because you're just telling them that, hey, this specific product that you really like, a lot of other people are about to buy it, and people really like to do stuff what other people are doing as well, right? So this right here is a pretty good structure. As you can see, low on stock alert, and then explain that we're low on stock on the product that they have in their cart. Use specific numbers to make it more believable, and then return back to your cart. So an example of this right here for one of our clients is, low on stock alert, attention, ZAD 900C EVCS is low on stock with only 2 guitars left. Get last 2 guitars. So, they only had 2 guitars left. We were like, why not make a campaign on that? And it did pretty well. All right, so the next email is the free shipping email. Now, free shipping is a very natural incentive for cart abandoners. Shipping times and shipping costs is like a big reason for why people abandon their cart, as I already showed you. The best thing is, by the way, is that you don't even have to actually offer free shipping. So if your free shipping threshold is $100 and somebody has $100 worth of products in their cart, you can just send them an email that says, hey, you qualify for free shipping. And even though they think that you're offering them free shipping, in reality, they already qualified for it. So you are not offering them something extra. You're just explaining them, not even explaining them, you're just reminding them of the fact that they qualify for free shipping. And you'll see that how well this converts. We actually do this for all of our clients, and this email always makes a lot of money for them. And for the same reason why, because free shipping is a big incentive, and you are not even offering that incentive. You know what I mean? That incentive is automatically offered by default. You're just letting them know about it, right? So this right here is a pretty good structure for a free shipping email. As you can see, you qualify for free shipping. Then you can show them what they have in their cart. Again, mild urgency, and then return back to your cart. So this right here is another good example of this. Get your gear faster by Specialized. Free express shipping, look like you left something behind, enter the code below for 2-day shipping, and then they're just giving you the code right here. Finish shopping. One of the things I would do here actually is I would actually add the fact that this is going to expire pretty soon, because again, you always need to add urgency here. And then below that, you can see they're just showcasing the items that this guy left in their cart, or whoever left in their cart, and then that is pretty much it, right? This email is super simple, but a free shipping again is a huge incentive, so always make sure to utilize it. All right, so now let's build the flow within Klaviyo itself. All right, so now we are within Klaviyo, and let me show you how you can build out the flow. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to make sure the right metrics are installed. So you just want to go here under analytics, go to metrics, and the two metrics you need is, first one is added to cart, and you want to click on it and make sure that it's triggering, because if it's not, it means it's not set up correctly. So as you can see, this one right here is triggering, and then the other metric that you need is started checkout. Now, of course, for this brand, we have a custom one, but for you, it might be Shopify or WooCommerce, depending on which website, which platform you're hosted on. So this right here is triggering as well, which means these two metrics are triggering, which means we can go ahead and create a flow. Now, the first flow we're going to be creating is going to be abandoned checkout. Okay, so you just want to go to flows right here, and then you want to go to create a flow, and then right here what you want to do is you want to go to build your own. Okay, and we can name this anything, test, weight, whatever, right? Go to create manually, and now it's going to ask you to select a trigger. So basically Klaviyo knows when to start sending out this flow. So you want to go to checkout started, which is the first one we're going to be building, and then you want to select the metric right here, and then let's click on save. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to set up a flow filter, which is again very important. So the first thing you need to do is you want to go to profile filter, you want to click on add, you want to go to add profile filter, and we're going to go what someone has done, placed order 0 times since starting this flow. So basically what this means is that anyone who is in this flow, as soon as they make a purchase, they will not receive further emails, okay, which is again very important. And then the second condition is has not been in this flow in the last 21 days. And the reason we need this second condition is because people who have entered our flow 21 days ago will not receive our emails again, because there are going to be a lot of people who are going to start checkout multiple times within these 21 days, and we need to make sure we don't keep on spamming them and keep on putting them in this flow over and over again. So basically people are only going to be put into this flow once every 21 days if they start a checkout. So now you just want to click save, and boom, this is how the trigger and the filters are set up. Now let me actually show you the flow because I've already built it out, and I'm just gonna walk you through it and how you can build it for yourself as well. All right, so this right here is the flow that I was talking about. Now, of course, this is gonna look complicated, but trust me, this is not really complicated. It's a lot of things are repeating here, and this is very simple. You're gonna understand this in 5 minutes. But this flow is going to make you so much money, it's insane. So, all right, so the first thing you need to understand is that we mentioned that there are going to be 3 categories, right? High value cart, bestseller users, and low average order value ones, okay? The first thing you need to understand is that on a priority level, this right here, the high value cart, is the most important one, okay? We need to make sure that these customers are treated in the best way possible, because they're going to be spending the most money with us, so they're the most important one. The second most important are going to be these one right here, the best sellers one, and the third ones are going to be the lower average order value ones, okay? But these one right here are the most important one, okay? All right, so the first thing we did with this flow is we created a trigger split, so you can just drag and drop it right here, and then it'll just create a trigger split. And basically what we're asking Klaviyo is to check if the cart users have a specific product in their cart, okay? If they do have the specific product, they're gonna get thrown here. If they don't have a specific product, they're gonna get thrown here. So let's talk about what's gonna happen if they do have this specific product, okay? Then we're gonna check if their dollar value matches our free shipping threshold, or is basically what you call a higher average order value, right? So every brand will have a different definition of a high AOV. Maybe yours is $100. But what we really like to do is we really like to put this number right here and we would like to match it to our free shipping threshold. So if you offer free shipping at $100, just change it to $100. If you offer it at $80, change it to $80. If you offer it at $60, change this value to $60, okay? All right, so the point of this is that every single person who has a higher average order value gets treated differently, okay? Now, with this filter, we again have 2 conditions. If they do have a value of at least $100, which matches our free shipping, we're gonna throw them here into this flow, right? And there's gonna be time delays here as well, of course. I just didn't put them right here just for the sake of it, but you can just keep on putting in time delays. And the first email, as you can see, we're just telling them, hey, you can get free shipping on your cart. Then we can offer them a discount, just like we talked about right here. and then you can offer brand USP plus discount and shipping reminder, and then the final urgency basically, right? But in this case, we're not giving them free shipping out of the blue. Like, they already qualify for it. We're just telling them that, hey, you qualify for free shipping, because remember, your free shipping threshold was $100 or whatsoever. We're sending them an email that just tells them, hey, you qualify for free shipping. So we're just gonna remind them, hey, this is your card and you can get free shipping on it because its value is XYZ, okay? All right, now let's say their value is not $100, then what? Okay, so then we have another trigger split right here, okay? And every trigger split has a yes or no condition. So this trigger split, what this says is that if their value is less than $100, but is at least $75. So meaning, if the card value they have, right, if the amount of dollars they have in their card is close to our free shipping threshold, remember our free shipping threshold in this example is $100, right? If they're close to $100, we'll send them an email that says, hey, you're so close to free shipping. Okay, so this is to increase your average order value, right? Anyone who has $75 in their cart and they're getting a free shipping on $100, if you just let them know, hey, you're so close to free shipping, you just need to spend like $25 extra with us, a lot of people are actually going to be down to do that, because then they'll get free shipping, right? There's an incentive that they can get, right? So as you can see, again, we'll have time delays right between here as well. Like, we're going to wait 1 day, of course, right here. You can just change this to this. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, right? So you're so close to free shipping, and then 1 day later, hey, your card is expiring. Now, what if they still, like, they don't even qualify for this condition? What if their dollar value is less than $75? Then again, we're gonna wait 4 hours, and this time we're gonna send them an email that says, hey, your bestseller is waiting for you. Okay, so now this is the bestseller flow. Now, why did we do it this way? If you might be asking, like, hey, Hamza, why did we create it this way? Where, you know, like, why didn't we just send bestseller email right here? And the reason for that is, as I mentioned, this right here, the high value card, is the highest priority flow. And the reason for that is because we're offering them free shipping, we're offering them discounts. So of course, these ones are a lot easier to convert as compared to like this one right here, right? And that is the reason anyone who has a bestseller in their card and also has a higher average order value, because there are going to be people who have, let's say, your bestseller in their card and their average order value is also high. For those people, we're not going to put them in the bestseller flow, because again, the highest priority one is a high value card. So we're just going to get them, we're going to throw them to the high value card one, okay? I hope this is making sense. This is really not complicated. But if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments, okay? Anyways, this right here is the first part right here, right? So then we have best performing campaigns, benefits of the bestseller, low on stock alert, and then you can offer them discount if you want. But as you can see, the only discount we're offering is to people who have who match our free shipping threshold, and then we're offering them a discount. You can of course offer it right here as well, depending on your margin, but like that is the first thing I want to mention, okay? Now, after this, it's very simple. Now we're going to talk about the other bestsellers. So let's say someone doesn't have this bestseller in their cart. What then, okay? Then we're going to check if they have this other bestseller in their cart or not. And if they do have it, we're literally repeating the same process, okay? Everything is the same here. You can just clone the emails other than this one right here. So the bestseller email right here, as you can see, this one, copy of your the bestseller is waiting one. Of course, you'll need to change this because this product is different to this one. However, all of these one right here are going to be the same. Your card is about to expire, your dollar value is at least 75, so you're close to shipping. So you don't need to recreate all of these emails. Literally, you just need to recreate this one right here. Other than that, you can just keep these emails the same. And I only put one email here. You can just put all the ones right here. You can literally clone all of these four and just put them here, and it's gonna work, okay? Same thing with the $75 one. You can literally clone all of these, all two of these, and just put them right here. I didn't do it for the sake of this video, so I could tell you like that, you know, you can just change stuff and how to add it right here. Like for example, if you want to add an email, you can just go here and add it. But yeah, that is the all of this is the same, other than this copy of your bestseller one, because of course for this we'll need to change the email, because for this we'll need to add this item right here basically. Now after this, if you want to do it for more bestsellers, all you're going to do is you're going to go create another trigger split, right? Like right here, you're going to add another trigger split, and then you're going to have another condition here, and then you can just say item names it contains, and then your other bestseller. In this example, let's just go with two bestsellers, okay? So now we have both bestsellers. We're basically treating everyone differently. The last thing we need to do is we need to make sure that all of these people, the ones with low average order value and no bestsellers in their cart, are treated differently. So for that, what we're doing, we're creating another trigger split right here, right? And this time we're asking them, telling them, hey, your dollar value equals $100, right? It's the same one. We're telling Klaviyo to check if their dollar value is $100 or not, which is our free shipping threshold. If it is $100, hey, you can get free shipping on your cart, right? That's what we're saying here. If it's not $100, we're going with the $75 one again. And if it's not any of these two, this time we're not adding another trigger split with like the bestseller. This time all we're doing is we're just sending them down to this generic flow. So cart reminder, why you love us, card expiring, incentive, urgency. If you want to offer incentive, that's fine. If you don't, it's fine as well. I just added it here for example. So basically, let me explain this part, because this part might be a little bit tricky, but it's again not really tricky. So up till here, right, what we were doing were all the people who had any of these items in their cart were getting thrown down into these conditions. Now what we're doing is we're just going here to the trigger split one. Right after we've done with these both bestsellers, this time we want to make sure that all the people who don't have these items in their cart are thrown into another flow, right? We want to make sure that they are not skipped, because otherwise a huge number of these people won't have these two items in their cart. They're going to have the rest of them, right? So for those people, we're just adding the same thing. Hey, does your dollar value equals 100? Yes, you can get free shipping on your cart. Is it at least 75 bucks? You're so close to free shipping. And if none of these two apply for you, okay, then you'll get thrown into the generic flow like this. All right, so now just to add a side note, for a lot of people might think that, hey, why didn't we just start the trigger split with, let's say, 100 bucks of this value? That would make it a lot less complicated. There was a problem coming in with that. We have already tried that. This is the one that we have found that works pretty well for all of our clients. We used to try that one as well, where we would just go with the $100 value right up here, rather than the item, rather than this item name contains for the best-selling one. And we have noticed that for that, like, there are some issues that come up. For instance, it's harder to send people down to like a generic flow with that. And that is why what we ended up doing is this is what we came up with, and this is what works for our clients, and this is what we're exactly giving you. So this is not as complicated. Again, if you have any questions, you can ask me, but this is pretty much all you need to do. Another thing you need to make sure is that you go here and you make sure that the smart sending right here, this right here, is turned off. Okay, this is very important. And this is pretty much it, right? If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I think I did a good job of it, but I really hope so I did, okay? All right, so now we're gonna talk about abandoned cart. So it's the same thing. You just wanna go to flows right here. You wanna go to create flow, build your own, and right after that, you're gonna get to this part right here where we have to select the trigger. You wanna go to your metrics, API, and then add it to cart right here. And then for profile filters, we're gonna have the same profile filters that we did for abandoned checkout, but we're gonna have one additional one for abandoned cart, and I'll explain what that is. So placed order 0 times since starting this flow, and placed order has not been in this flow in the last 21 days, so it doesn't get repeated. And then last condition we need to add is what someone has done or not done. Started checkout 0 times since starting this flow. All right, so now that we have selected the right metric and the profile filters, we need to first understand something, and then we'll create added to cart. So the first thing you need to understand about added to cart versus added to checkout is that with started checkout, which is the checkout abandonment flow, you can actually track how much dollar value do people have in their cart. With abandoned cart, you can't do that, okay? In 90% of the cases, you can't do that. In other 10%, you can, and those 10% of cases are the ones where the checkout process and the cart process in your website is the same, which is, again, it's complicated. You don't have to know that, but in 90% of the cases, Klaviyo won't be able to tell the dollar value of your cart in the added to cart metric, which is the abandoned cart. Okay, so which means we can't do any of this right here. We can't have like these filters right here. We can't add free shipping filters, free shipping emails, or anything like that, because like I said, Klaviyo can't track how much dollars that someone has in their cart. So for that, what we need to do is we need to only send emails based on the products people have in their cart, so what items they have. Or what we can do is then we can send the rest of people to a generic flow. So let me actually create it right here, and then it's going to make more sense. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go here, go to trigger split. We're going to go here to item names, contains, save. Okay, so let's say this is the item name. This is the product that we needed, okay, as our bestseller. If they do have that, we're going to go here. We're going to add a time delay here. This time delay, let's say we have it 4 hours. You can test it between 4 and 2 hours. I'll show you how you can test it later. But basically, this is going to be the first email. The first email is bestseller name. You can do this, or what you can do is you can just be like you left product name behind, or your product name is waiting. So whatever product you have, it just gonna go here, and then you want to make sure that this is checked off. Okay, very important. This is a smart sending. You really don't need this. And then right here after this, you're gonna add another time delay, and let's say this time we want to send them a discount. I don't know. Again, all the strategy has been already discussed before, so you can just literally just copy the same strategy for abandoned checkout to abandoned cart, but this time only do it for the bestseller. So let's say this is the first emails, the first two emails that we said, okay? Now what we want to do is we want to make sure, so now let's say we don't have this bestseller in our cart, right? Let's say we need to create another email for another bestseller. So we're just going to go to trigger split right here. We're going to put it on no path. Again, item names, contains, and then you can just select any other one. You're going to repeat the same process like I said. All right, so now that we have this other bestseller here as well, we're going to literally repeat the whole strategy we have here, but this time we're just going to change the email. So your product name is waiting, but at this time we're going to, again, your product name is waiting. The only thing we'll change is the email itself, because the email needs to be different for each product. And then let's say after this we have another one. You're going to add a trigger split again. You're going to do the same thing with item names and everything. Okay, so we're going to go to no again. And if you want to add have another bestseller here that sells out in most volume, you can again go to item names and repeat the whole process again. For this example, let's just go with 2. Now after this, we're going to have people who are generic flow abandoners, right? They don't have this product in their cart, they don't have this product in their cart, maybe they don't have another product in their cart. So to basically segment all the other people out and send them different emails, what you need to do is you need to just close this. You need to delete the trigger splits. You can delete both paths there because there's no paths right here, that's why. And then what you can do is you can just go to email right here, a time delay of course, and then 4 hours, you left something behind. And you can literally just copy these 4 emails that we have right here. You can literally just copy them and put them all right here. Okay, it's very simple, because remember, this right here, these right here, the people who are receiving these 5 emails are the ones who have none of these conditions applied to them. So they're going to be treated differently, right? So you can have just those people right here. You can just again add another time delay and then add more emails right here, and then you can just make sure this is turned off. You click save, and that's it pretty much. That is how you set up an abandoned cart email, and that is how you set up an abandoned checkout flow versus an abandoned cart flow. All right, so the last thing that I want to show you is the dynamic blocks and how to set them up for each one of these emails, because they're both different, right? Abandoned checkout dynamic blocks are going to be different to abandoned cart dynamic blocks, and we need both of them. So let me actually show you how to do that, and after that, this video is just a wrap. All right, now in real time, I'm going to be creating an abandoned cart dynamic block, and I'm going to show you how to do it exactly. So first of all, we're going to be doing it for abandoned cart, then we'll do it for abandoned checkout. So you just want to go to any email and you want to click edit, and then right after that, of course, like normally your email is going to look a little bit different. The reason why it's looking like this for me is because I've edited it in this way, but you can literally just delete everything and make it blank. Okay, now of course you want to have a proper design, you want to have proper headlines, hero images and everything. In this video I'm not going to show you that. The most important thing I want to show you is the dynamic block, which is basically the block where they can see exactly what they have in their cart, okay, which is the most important thing, because a lot of people don't understand that. So I have like a small cheat sheet here that I'll give you, and then that should be it for like 99% of you. So the way you do it is you go here to split, you drag it here, drag and drop it here, and then on the left we're going to go click on this. So now basically what's going to happen is on the left we're telling Klaviyo, hey, we need the image. Basically we need them to see their cart on the left, and then on the right we'll have the item name and pretty much all of that good stuff, right? Like the price of the item if you want to show that, and all of that stuff. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go here. I'm going to give you access for this. Abandoned cart, the first thing you want to do is dynamic URL. You're going to go and copy this, and then you want to go click on make sure the image is selected. You want to go to select image, you want to go to dynamic image, and then here you want to just put in this code and you want to click on save. And now what it's going to do is Klaviyo is going to start pulling in the information on what people have in their cart. And then what you want to do is you want to go to link address, you want to copy this, and you want to go to link address here and you want to paste it, and then you want to click done. Okay, now on the right what you want to do is you want to go to text and you want to copy this and you want to paste it. You can paste it, formatting is fine. And the last thing is the call to action. So basically you can go to button right here. You're gonna have a button right here, return to cart basically. All right, so for a link right here, you just want to put in the company name .com/cart. Okay, so for instance, if you're doing it for Nike, you just want to put in nike.com/cart. So if I go here, I put in nike.com/cart, you can see it's going to take me back to my cart and what I had in there because of the cookies attached to my desktop or whatever you're using, right? And then that is it, right? This is how basically you're going to set up the dynamic block. Now you just want to click on preview right here. I'm not going to do it because it's going to give away the information of my client, so I don't want to do that. But like, you can just click on preview and you'll be able to see that other people are able to see what they have in their cart with their text on the right. Now, one of the things you need to understand is What I'm showing you here is going to work for like 90% of you, right? Because you guys are on Shopify or WooCommerce. If you are on some other custom website or something like that, right? Like WooCommerce or something. No, not WooCommerce, like WordPress or something. It's going to be a little bit different. And if it doesn't work for you, you just need to talk to Klaviyo support and they'll help you with it. They're really helpful with this. So yeah, you can just talk to them and they'll help you out, no problem. Now let's do it for abandoned checkout. So for abandoned checkout, it's the same thing. You just want to go to one of these emails. You want to click on edit and basically, let me actually delete this. So again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go to split right here. And then on the left, we're going to put in the image. And then this time the code is going to be different. So for dynamic URL, we're going to copy this. We're going to go to select image and we're going to just go click on save. Okay, cool. The second thing we need to do is the link address. So we're just going to copy this. You want to put the link address right here. And then right after that, we're going to go to text. You want to copy this again, just like this. You want to go to text. Let's just paste it. Paste with formatting is fine. And then the call to action. So we basically need a button again. So you're just gonna go to button, link address right here, return to checkout. All right, one of the things you need to understand, by the way, is if this item.product title, this right here doesn't work for you, right? You can go with item name. Okay, for some of you guys, basically the way Klaviyo does all of this technical stuff, it's very complicated, but this code right here is currently pulling in all the information through variant ID because you can see variant here, right? So if this code is not working for you, it's probably because your website is not able to collect the variant ID for your products or something like that, right? So you might need to go with not product variant IDs, but like maybe product IDs rather than variants, right? Again, it's complicated. 90% of you guys are going to be fine with this, but like for the rest of 10%, you can go with this item name if the item.product.title doesn't work for you, okay? And that is pretty much how you set up the dynamic blocks for abandoned cart versus abandoned checkout. I am pretty sure this was very helpful because I have seen so many videos on YouTube. Nobody really teaches this, right? Everybody makes mistakes, but this is going to work for like 90% of you. So that is pretty much it. All right, so the final part of this video, I want to create an abandoned cart email from scratch within Photoshop and then upload it on Klaviyo because this is very simple what I'm going to be creating, so it's not going to take a lot of time. But I actually want to give you a real-time example of creating an abandoned cart email so you can plug and play something as well. So we're going to be creating a reminder email. I'm going to be doing it in Photoshop. You can do it on Figma, Canva, whatever you want to use, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we need a logo. So again, you can have any logo. I'm just going to go with Nikes for this example. The second thing we need to do is we need to create a hero image. Very simple stuff. We're just going to create a rectangle. Let's go with the text. So for the headline, I'm going to use a font vector trial here. We're going to go with do you need some help to make it a little bit more nicer. Let's go with question mark. All right, to now make the edit look like a little bit more fancier, we can just select this tool right here and create something like, yeah, kind of like this. And then delete it, and then, yeah. And let's do another thing. Let's make this bigger. All right, so already looks a lot better. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. All right, perfect. So now we need some body text here. So let me just create a text block like this. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Here, this is gonna be the dynamic block. So let me just right here. So this is where people are gonna see what they have in their cart. Let's make the email a little bit longer because obviously we are running out of space. So I just changed the background to white again. And the last thing we need is a call to action, of course. So let's just go with return to cart. Yep, and that's pretty much it. So let me just remove this dynamic block thingy. Now we're just gonna upload this in Klaviyo. This looks pretty decent already. We're just gonna upload it on Klaviyo and boom, that's it. So let's just go ahead and start uploading all of this to Klaviyo. All right, so now we're in Klaviyo. So I'm just gonna go here, drag the image and put it right here. Select image and now I'm gonna import it. And as you can see, we have just imported this. Now below this, we needed a product block, the dynamic one. So we're just gonna go with the split right here. Change the image again, text here, and then below this we need the call to action. So I'm going to go to image again, select image, and bring this up here. All right, so we also have the call to action now. We're just going to add a spacer here, so there's some distance between these two, and then same thing here, we're just going to add a spacer here, so there's a distance between these two. And of course we're going to add in the code here just like we normally did. I'm not going to add it all again because it's a process, but you can just add it here. And then let me just make this a little bit bigger. So whatever the text is for example, let's say this is the text event name. I'm going to put it here. Let me just change the color to black. and then let's make it bigger. 25 looks best, and this is pretty much it. As you can see, this is an abandoned cart email. Of course, you're just gonna put in the codes here and it's all gonna work. All right, so after this, you can just take this email live and it's gonna start firing and you're gonna start making money. Hey, it's me back again with my ugly face. So look, I hope the video was valuable. I hope you learned something from this video and that you applied for yourself. If you're an e-com brand and you need a team of nerds to build an email marketing system for your brand, you can find us by clicking on the link below. Until next time, peace.